Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9 p.m. English news edition brought to you live from RTD channel. The top stories of tonight are: the foreign ministers of both nations co-chair the second joint ministerial commission, reaffirming their commitment to strengthening bilateral cooperation. On the international scene, the United Nations and the African Union are stepping up efforts to end armed conflict across the continent. Welcome back in our newsroom. The National Airlines company known as Air Djibouti, in partnership with the Djiboutian Athletics Federation, organized the 6th edition of the 10 kilometers race this afternoon, Friday, November 14, 2025. The event was held in the presence of Air Djibouti CEO Abdulrahman Ali Abdullahi and the president of the Djiboutian Athletics Federation, Saeed Ismail Hassan. This year, a total of 9 countries participated in the competition, further strengthening its regional and international impact. Para-athletes representing individuals with special needs took part for the second consecutive year, delivering an important and memorable performance. Djiboutian athletes distinguished themselves by winning numerous medals in both the 5 kilometers and 10 kilometers categories, showcasing the growing talent and potential of the nation's athletic community. The first place at the 5 kilometers main category won Awale Mumin. The 5 kilometers main, Abdi Abdurrahman win the first place. The 5 kilometers main junior, Isa Muhammad Isa, and the 5 kilometers women, Nim'a Yusuf, and finally 10 kilometers Aden Wabri won the first place. The event drew hundreds of crew who gathered along the course to cheer on the runners and celebrate a race that has become an important annual sporting event. Taking the floor, the president of the Handi Sport Association, Abdurrahman Abdullahi Farah, expressed his great satisfaction at taking part in the Air Djibouti 10 kilometers race for the second consecutive year. He highlighted the importance of such events in promoting inclusion, visibility, and equal opportunities for athletes with special needs. He noted that the growing participation of handisport competitors reflects a positive shift in public awareness and call for even more initiatives that allow all athletes to showcase their talent. For his part, the president of the Djibouti Athletics Federation said he was pleased with the successful organization of the 6th edition of Air Djibouti 10 kilometers. And as highlighting the top stories, Djibouti and Rwanda strengthens a bilateral cooperation during high-level meeting. And after an initial one-on-one meeting at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Djibouti's Foreign Minister Abdul Qadir Hussein Omar and his Rwandan counterpart Olivier JP headed to the Institute of Diplomatic Studies located opposite the ministry to co-chair the second session of the Joint Ministerial Commission between Djibouti and Rwanda. This high-level session brought together several key figures from Djibouti's economic and institutional landscape, including Abubakar Omar Hadi, chairperson of the Djibouti Port and Free Zones Authority, Yusuf Musa Dawale, president of the Djibouti Chamber of Commerce, and Hassan Omar Mohammed, director of the Institute of Diplomatic Studies. Discussion focused on strengthening bilateral cooperation across a number of strategic sectors, including trade, logistics, transport, education, diplomacy, innovation, and investment. Both ministers welcomed the progress made since the first session across a number of strategic sectors. Both ministers welcomed the progress made since the first session and reaffirmed their shared commitment to deepening exchanges and promoting a balanced and sustainable economic partnership. And at the end of the meeting, the two sides signed 9 official documents, including 5 MOUs and 4 agreements covering various areas of common interest. Let's listen now to the remarks of the chairperson of the Port and Free Zones Authority, Aboubakar Omar Hadi. Rwanda and Djibouti have already worked together on port and free trade zones. We have done a sweep. Rwanda has a 4B hectare zone in our Djibouti International Free Trade Zone, and we have 10 hectares in the Kigali Economic Zone. Additionally, we have 20 hectares in Bukasera. We are also planning to develop toward Kigali Airport. Furthermore, we have developed the CR cargo models, which transport goods that come by sea and are then flown to other countries on the continent. Today, we serve 29 cities across the continent. Previously, we only used one airline. Rwanda joined us and has done a great job. Now, part of what we import from Europe, believe it or not, passes through Kigali before reaching Djibouti. Another part comes from Europe, so via Dubai to Djibouti. And now the statement of the Rwandan Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation.
Cette réunion illustre l'esprit durable d'amitié.
This meeting reflects the lasting spirit of friendship, mutual respect and cooperation that has long characterized the relationship between Rwanda and Djibouti. Rwanda values the strong and steadily growing partnership that unites our two nations. The agreements and memorandums of understanding that have been developed and are ready to be signed demonstrate our shared commitment to deepening bilateral cooperation in strategic areas of mutual interest. I would like to emphasize the importance of the swift and effective implementation of all existing projects. Let's renew today our commitment to translating this text into tangible results for the benefit of our two peoples. In this regard, the Joint Ministerial Commission remains an important coordination mechanism and a key platform for assessing progress, identifying challenges, and exploring new areas of cooperation in line with our respective national priorities. During the state visit to Djibouti by the President of the Republic of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, in April 2017, our two countries agreed to put in place this Joint Ministerial Commission to ensure follow-up on the implementation of the various signed agreements and memorandums of understanding. That visit led to the signing of several important projects, particularly in the fields of information and communication technologies, air services, investment, and visa waiver arrangements. And for his part, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, spokesperson of the government, Abdul Qadir Hussein Omar, did not fail to express his full satisfaction at welcoming his Rwandan counterpart and the delegation to the second Joint Ministerial Commission meeting. He emphasized that their presence reflected the importance of both countries attached to developing their relations and pursuing shared objectives. He recalled that this session followed the first meeting held in Kigali in 2023 and marked a new step in strengthening bilateral cooperation. According to the minister, the meeting provided an opportunity to discuss a wide range of shared interests in a spirit of friendship and mutual understanding. The minister also noted that several key agreements, including on general cooperation, diplomatic visa, visa exemption, ICT, and investment protection, had already solidified the ties between the two friendly and brotherly countries, Djibouti and Rwanda. He stated that Djibouti and Rwanda share a common vision for regional peace, stability, and sustainable development, expressing confidence that the Commission work will yield a concrete result. Finally, the minister praised the efforts of the technical teams and reaffirmed Djibouti's firm commitment to its strategic partnership with Rwanda. Thereafter, a high-level Rwandan delegation visits Djibouti's strategic port and free zones facilities. And as part of the meetings of Djibouti and Rwanda Joint Commission, the chairperson of the port of Djibouti Port and Free Zones Authority today welcomed a high-level Rwandan ministerial delegation to the Djibouti International Free Trade Zone. The delegation was led, let's recall, by Rwanda's foreign minister, alongside Djibouti's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Abdul Qadir Hussein Umar. The visit began at the Dorwale Container Terminal, known as SJTD, one of Africa's most modern and efficient container terminals, offering world-class handling capacity and strategic connectivity to major international trade routes. The delegation then proceeded to the Dorwale multipurpose port, a major regional hub designed to accommodate various types of cargo and support diversified logistic operations. The mission concluded with a tour of the state-of-art facilities of the Djibouti International Free Trade Zone, a true investment and industrial development platform at the heart of the Horn of Africa. Discussion highlighted the deep ties of brotherhood and solidarity between Djibouti and Rwanda, two nations firmly committed to advancing economic integration. Let's turn now to the next story. Djibouti inaugurates the first FIFA Arena mini pitch at Palmarais Middle School. The Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mustafa Mohamed Mahamoud, presided over yesterday the inauguration of a brand new FIFA Arena mini football pitch at Palmarais. The ceremony attended by the President of the Djibouti Football Federation, senior FIFA officials, high-ranking MENFOP representative, parents and students marked the unveiling of the first seven-a-side synthetic football pitch built under the FIFA Arena project, one for which Djibouti was selected among several African countries. Through this choice, FIFA recognizes the success of Djibouti's youth-oriented social integration policies, a key priority of the national development vision championed by the President of the Republic. The FIFA delegation praised the relevance of the Palmarais site, located at the crossroads of densely populated neighborhoods and perfectly aligned with the objective of the FIFA Arena initiative. After the official ribbon cutting by the minister, the president of the Football Federation and senior FIFA representative guests enjoyed an impressive demonstration match featuring talented young boys and girls from the school. The ceremony continued inside a large reception tent where a series of official speeches were delivered. Taking the floor, the FIFA representative stated that he was highly impressed by the quality of the new FIFA Arena mini pitch and by the commitment shown by the Ministry of Education. He emphasized that Djibouti's selection for the project reflected the country's strong effort toward youth inclusion and social development. He also noted that the Palmarais site was perfectly aligned with the objective of the FIFA Arena initiative. In his statement, the president of the Djibouti Football Federation expressed his great satisfaction with the inauguration of the new FIFA Arena mini pitch. He said that the federation viewed this facility as an important space for middle school students and as a concrete result of the threatening partnership between MENFOP and FDF. He stressed that the pitch represented both a symbol and a promise for the future of Djiboutian youth, highlighting the country's continued commitment to promoting sport within the education system. The Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mustafa Mohamed Mahamoud, took the floor to emphasize that the FIFA Arena project fully aligned with the President of the Republic's vision for youth inclusion and social integration. He explained that sport was considered a powerful tool for personal development, citizenship, and community cohesion, and that the new mini pitch embodied this approach. He stated that the project fitted perfectly within MINFOP's educational strategy and the roadmap entrusted to his department. The minister also indicated that nearly 5,000 students will benefit from access to the facility twice a week each school year, highlighting the significant impact it will have on youth development across the community. Let's move now to South Africa, where a delegation of 5 Djiboutian MPs, including Safia Elmi Jibril, Abdullah Barkhad Ibrahim, Halo Mohammed, Mahmoud Mustafa, and Hussein Muhammad Ali, is participating in the 6th ordinary session of the 6th legislature of the Pan-African Parliament, held from the 2nd to 16 November 2025 in Midrand, South Africa. The opening ceremony was presided over by Chief Fortune Sharumbira, President of the Pan-African Parliament, with Ahmed Mohamed Al-Jawran, President of the World Council for Tolerance and Peace, as guest of honor. As it's customary, the November session brings together a representative from the Parliament of African Union member states to discuss major political, economic, social and security issues on the continent, with a focus on promoting African integration and democratic governance. The Djiboutian delegation actively participating in plenary sessions and committee and committee meetings, contributing to discussions on sustainable development, peace, security and inter-parliamentary cooperation. Their engagement underscores Djibouti's ongoing commitment to parliamentary diplomacy and the ideals of Pan-Africanism. Turning now to the regional news, Somalis praise Djibouti's historic support. Residents of Mogadishu have expressed deep gratitude to Djibouti for its pioneering role in Somalia's reconstruction, highlighting the continued support of President Ismail Omar Guelleh. Let's not forget that the city of Arta recently hosted a major event bringing together President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, senior Somali government officials and various civil society representatives. And during the occasion, President Ismail Omar Guelleh inaugurated the Monument of Peace, considered a symbol for the entire Horn of Africa, as well as a large museum tracing the steps of the building of Somalia's Third Republic. On the world stage now, UN and AU join forces to end war in Africa. The United Nations is working closely with the African Union to end violence and armed conflict across Africa. Mohammed Adan tells us more.
The UN and EU are working to end war on the continent. The United Nations states that is working closely with the African Union Commission to eradicate violence and armed conflict on the African continent. The two organizations are attending to align their development agenda, Agenda 2063 and Agenda 2030, in order to end war on the continent and ensure better representations at the UN. Let's say that 2030 may not be a realistic date for ending violence on the continent, but violence will continue regardless, because we believe we need to address the structural causes of violence and conflict on our continent, and that will certainly take time. That's why we have what we call Agenda 2063. The slogan of Agenda 2063 is therefore the Africa we want, peaceful, prosperous and integrated, said Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, chairperson of the African Union Commission.
100% of African cholera vaccine enters a trial phase. A major breakthrough against cholera is emerging from South Africa, reports.
100% African-made cholera vaccines in trial phase. A glimmer of hope against cholera may well not come from South Africa. The BioVac laboratory has launched the first trials of an oral vaccine entirely designated and manufactured on the continent. These trials aim first to verify its safety in adults before comparing it to vaccines already available on the market. Volunteers are currently participating in the study in the provinces of Gauteng, Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal region already affected by cholera cases. According to South African health authorities, if the results are positive, the vaccine could be available as early as 2028. This is a major hope for Africa, as the WHO estimates that cholera affects nearly 4 million people each year and kills up to 143,000.
At COP3, a climate expert issued a stark warning despite decades of alerts and global commitment. Efforts to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius remain insufficient. Football now. DR Congo beats Cameroon eyes historic World Cup return. A last-minute goal by Chancel Bemba gave the Democratic Republic of Congo a crucial 1-0 victory over Cameroon. Reports.
DR Congo crashes Cameroon and moves closer to a historic return to the World Cup. A goal from Chancel Mamba in stoppage time gave the Democratic Republic of Congo a precious 1-0 victory over Cameroon in the semi-final of the African playoff for the 2026 World Cup. Thanks to a goal scored by the Marseille player in stoppage time, the Democratic Republic of Congo defeated Cameroon 1-0 on Thursday in Rabat in the semi-final of the African zone playoff for the 2026 World Cup. The Leopards will play the final of these playoffs on Sunday against Nigeria, who defeated Gabon 4-1 with a World Cup qualification at stake. These defeats marks a huge disappointment for the indomitable Lions, who thus miss out on a nice World Cup appearance. For its part, the Democratic Republic of Congo has not reached the final stage of a World Cup for half a century.
So that's it for the news. Thanks for being with us and have a good night.